You know what's a great idea? Let's put Eminem on last after all of us. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully, you've been following along with us as we have been checking off the artists off Eminem's list from Till I Collapse. The name is Eric and Mom, by the way, if you are not familiar. Now you are. But we have hit the end of it. We've done Redman, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Andre from Outkast with an Outkast song. We had to skip Corrupt for the moment. And now we're at the end of the list, like I said, where Eminem names himself. So what I did, since we've already heard some Eminem, there's a lot of other Eminem songs that we will get into. I figured this would be a good opportunity to introduce some heavy hitters for the first time here on the channel with this song that we have not checked out yet. So this is actually Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and Eminem. And this is the song Forever. This is from 2009. You may have heard this, or the beat might sound familiar. But this is a single off of a soundtrack for, I guess what you would say is a documentary or a movie about like LeBron James like coming out of high school into the NBA. It was called More Than a Game. So yeah, this is off that soundtrack. I think this is the only single off there. But in terms of at this time with hip hop, it didn't get any bigger than these four guys. So this is a pretty big team up. This was a pretty big hit, and I'm not going to waste any time really. Each guy has their own verse, and let's get into it. So it's Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem with Forever.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Drake's up first.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches, it may not mean nothing to y'all, understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Alright, so that was the Drake first. Before we started doing this, Mom said Drake raps. So yeah, Drake actually does. Is that the first time you've heard Drake rap?
Yes.
You only heard like his sing-song stuff?
Yeah.
So he was referencing some of it there. So Drake come out in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, or well, obviously late 2000s because this was 09. But he got a lot of buzz on his own independently, and we'll definitely check out some of that music. But he basically got popular without a big label, and then he ended up getting on a big label. But since you didn't know he rapped, you definitely don't know this, but he originally got famous from a Nickelodeon kids show called
Really?
Degrassi, where he played a character who was in a wheelchair. His real name is Aubrey something. That show was past. I was not a kid at that point, but I just know all this stuff from
Oh, I
learning
think
about
I've
him
never
after the
seen
fact.
that.
But yeah, he was
Okay.
from that.
Okay.
But when he came out, he really made this singing and rapping thing kind of popular because he was one of the first ones that actually could really do both. Like guys like Ja Rule in the early 2000s would do these like singy songs, but he couldn't sing at
He
all,
can't
clearly.
sing.
He could not sing at all.
Oh.
Drake can sing and he can spit, so that was what made Drake popular. But now we're going to get into the second verse. Kanye up second.
I used to have hood dreams, big fame, big chains. I stuck my childish life until that bitch came and went hard all fall like the ball teams, just so I could make it rain all spring. Y'all seen my story, my glory. I had raped the game young. You could call it statutory when a nigga blow up. They gon' build statues for me. Old money, Benjamin Button, what nothing. Super bad chicks giving me McLovin'. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. You would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like they was down with the old me. No, you fucking wasn't. You such a fucking loser. He ain't even go to class, Bueller. Trade the Grammy plaques just to have my granny back. Remember she had that bad hip like a fanny pack. Chasing the star, I'ma turn you to a maniac. All the way in Hollywood and I can't even act. They pull their cameras out and goddamn he snap. I used to want this thing forever, y'all can have it back.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
All right, what did you think about Kanye there?
I didn't like it.
I think Drake's verse was better, honestly. I would agree with that.
Kanye was too slow.
Yeah, they've all been kind of rapping the same way, so that's definitely something to keep in mind as we progress through this song, because that's, I wouldn't say come into play, but you'll kind of see why I say to keep that in mind. So we'll be on to verse 3 here. Wheezy's up the bat.
Hello, it's the Martian. Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden. Fresher than the harvest. Step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. And I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Hopped up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol on my side, you don't wanna hear that thing talk. Let the king talk, check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say or mention. I'm like Nevada in the middle of the summer. I'm resting in the lead, I need a pillow and a cover. My foot sleeping on the gas. No brake pads, no such thing as last.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
All right, first time hearing Lil Wayne on the channel. You didn't like Kanye's verse. What did you think about Lil Wayne there?
Lil Wayne's version was better.
A little bit better, yeah. I would go Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye right now in terms of best.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, he's a good rapper. A lot of people want to say like he's the best ever. I wouldn't say that. He does a lot of metaphors. He doesn't really talk about anything like conscious too often. I don't know if anybody heard, but she did say he sounds like a little kid. Yes, he does have a very distinct voice in kind of the opposite way of Biggie and Jadakiss that we listened to recently on the other side of the spectrum with Lil Wayne. And just a little backstory on him. So he actually got his start mainstream when he was 14 years old. He got signed to Cash Money Records. You ever heard Cash Money Records?
No, but wasn't his father a rapper?
No. So there's a guy called Birdman, or he was also known as Baby at one point, and he would always say that he was his dad, but he wasn't really. Like they actually had a song, Stuntin' Like My Daddy, but he wasn't really his father.
Okay.
But Lil Wayne got on Cash Money at the age of 14. His first album came out, I think he was 14, called The Block Is Hot, which he had a pretty popular single of the same name. But Cash Money Records would have been like, "Girl, you looks good, won't you back that ass?" Like that's where that song came from. Juvenile,
I know that one.
Manny Fresh. I think everybody out there knows all the players. But again, Lil Wayne kind of keeping the same kind of pace almost as the first three guys. Yeah. And now we get into the fourth verse, and it's all about to change. Shady's up.
in stadiums, it's shady, spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian, they go so ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go for broke, his cup just runneth over, oh no. He ain't had him a bust like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose. Back into the game and they know rap will never be the same as before. Passion in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited, you can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the booth, true spilling and spit true feelings until our true feelings come flying up out of our mouths, never mind it. Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you got at me, how's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to say by the time I'm through with this place, so Drake.
He just came in and fucking smashed all three of those guys.
Of course.
Why? Okay, so you're making this song, right? And you're like, you know what's a great idea? Let's put Eminem on last after all of us. So that's why I was saying, like, pay attention to the way these first three guys are doing it. Because we got to Eminem and the pace just picked up and he just showed why, like, those other three guys are considered three of the greatest ever. And he just came in and fucking smashed them and showed them, like, nah, he, like, stomped on him and put it out like a cigarette butt. He was like, nah, son, like, I'm still the man of this shit. But let's finish this out with this chorus real quick and then we will discuss.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I shut this shit down in the mall and telling that girl she don't run for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
All right, so that was Forever. Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Eminem. What did you think of that one?
Well, I love Eminem's part of it, obviously. And I actually just saw something recently, and it said, why would anybody bring Eminem to their concert? Because he's
gonna
pops
crush
on
you.
and he crushes everybody and takes over their concerts.
There's stories of people asking him to be featured on their songs. They'll do their part. They'll send him the song. Eminem will do his part. It will be better than the person who sent it to him, and they're like, oh, hell no. So then they'll go back in and redo it. Like, you're not killing me on my own song. There's, like, reference of Jay-Z and Eminem did a song together called Renegade from the Blueprint, and Eminem just went in and made Jay-Z look foolish. And Jay-Z, I know you don't care for him, but in terms of musically, like, he's almost untouchable. So there was part of that Eminem part there where you could almost see it as like a dig at the other guys. He's wondering if he should spit this slow, something about make them look like bozos, and it's like, is he talking about the other three guys on this song?
Yeah.
Probably not, because
Sounded like it.
he is friends with all those guys, but you could probably take it that way if you really wanted to.
But he's defending Drake in this.
Right. He also says, you ain't gonna have no place to stay by the time I'm through with this place, so Drake. So he hands it off to Drake.
Yeah.
He has other songs too where he talks about like Drake's success and he gives them props and stuff. But that's one of those lines you can kind of look at it either way. Like, is he shitting on these guys, or is he just kind of like,
Could be.
is he just kind of like flexing and stunting and like feeling himself and being like, yeah, you know, I'm still a man. You guys ain't got nothing. But all right, the streak continues. We had no thumbs down in our recent run of Eminem's list. I'm gonna try and come up with some more themes like that. If everybody out there enjoys it, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, of course, hit that thumbs up, and if you are not this, you should do it.
Subscribe.
There you go.
Yeah,
Take two, Mom. Mom nailed it on that one. Click. Got it. Cut. Roll tape or cut tape.
Peace out.
Send to editing. But yeah, like Mom just said, that is the end of this video, and we are peace out until the next time, so enjoy the rest of your night.